Hi, everybody. Happy day 2 of e-learning. Hopefully everything yesterday went okay. Remember, if it didn't, all you have to do is just message your teachers and let them know, like, hey, this video is not working, or hey, I can't access this assignment. We are here to make it as easy and understandable for you. So if it's not, all you have to do is just let us know. I will tell you, I know that it is super sad not to be in person with you guys, but I do appreciate all the emails, the messages. I miss you just as much as you guys miss being at school. So you get bored, say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. All right. Yesterday we talked about solving a system of equations using graphing, substitution, elimination. Today we're going to take those skills and we're going to use them so that when we're given word problems, you can write a system from a word problem and that you can solve it and put your solutions back in context. So that's what we're going to be working with today. It's going to kind of be like you were actually in class with me. So I'll give you an example. You're going to pause the video and you're actually going to pause the video. You're going to write out your solution. You're going to go through the problem and solve it as if I put it on the smart board and then you guys solve in your small groups. The next slide will have the answer for you worked out and I'll talk through it. So you really want to make sure that you are actually writing it out yourself, going through the work. And so it'll just be more meaningful for you and for your learning. I'm also going to show you a new math system that we're going to use for your assignments. Not all the time, just sometimes just to change it up. And then don't forget, problem solving number 3 is due by tomorrow, 11:59. All right, your goal for today, you want to be able to write and solve a system of equations from word problems. That is your goal. Oops, sorry. Again, you're going to need paper and pencil today. You want to listen to me read the problem. Then you're going to pause the video. You're actually going to write it out yourself. And then the next slide will actually have, the answer, my work, the solution, etc. So really do your best to kind of go through as if this was us in class together. So go ahead and get your paper pencil ready because we are going to get started together. And here we go. All right, example number 1. Knowing that drive-thrus are open during this time, Mr. Patel knew that he had to make the most of it, even though the workers were sick of seeing their number one customer. On Tuesday, he went to McDonald's and bought 3 McChickens and 6 McGriddles for a total of $24. The very next day, he went back, much to the workers' dismay, and bought 2 McChickens and 10 McGriddles for $34. How much did a McChicken cost? How much did a McGriddle cost? Let's all pause together and take a moment for Mr. Patel, who just spent how much money at McDonald's in 2 days. Gosh, at least he's keeping the economy stimulated, right? All right, so pause the video, define your variables, write your system, solve, and then once you're ready, play it, and you'll see it in the next slide. Okay, so here is the solution slide with my work drawn out. Notice that I kept the problem here for you just in case you need to relook at it. The first thing I did, I defined my variables, my X and my Y. I do really like McGriddles. That's why it says yum right there. Scott said that's embarrassing, but oh well. Here's my system, very simple. And you can kind of see it was like color coded with your orange and with your purple. So that one was pretty easy because you could kind of just read it in order and come up with what the equations would be. Now, seeing that I have x's stacked on top of y's, I know that I'm going to have to solve that using elimination. But I don't have y's that match and I don't have x's that match. I could multiply both of them though, because I know 3 and 2 both go into 6. So I made those match. Now that I have 6x and 6x, same sign subtract going down. Those are eliminated. 12 minus 30 is negative 18. 48 minus 102 is negative 54. Once you go through and solve, you find that y is 3. Take that y equals 3 and plug it back into one of your original equations. I just chose the top one because why not? And then I got that x is 2. If you were to just tell me, though, that x equals 2 and y equals 3, that doesn't mean anything to me. You need to put it back in the context of the problem. So a McChicken would be $2, a McGriddle would be $3. Is it actually true? I don't know, but you can look it up and let me know. All right, example number 2. Get your paper and pencil ready. To attend the local hand-washing palooza, tickets were $5 for children and $9 for adults. The hand-washing palooza brought in $230 in revenue. There were 30 total guests in attendance. Yes, Mr. Battaglia went and even bought a commemorative t-shirt. How many children attended? How many adults attended? Now, if you think you can get your 2 systems right now, go ahead and pause. But if not, I'm going to give you a quick hint before you do. You know that with a system, you're going to have 2 equations. The first one can be for money. So you've got your $5 for kids, $9 for adults, $230 total. The next equation has to do with the information that you see that's bolded and underlined. I just realized I pointed at the screen even though you can't see me pointing. Oh my gosh. Um, how can you show me that kids and adults combined equal 30? So go from there, pause, and then the next slide you'll see the answer. All right, so here is my work as you can see. Notice that I started with kids and adults. Okay, I defined my variables, easy equations. The bottom one, a lot of kids miss this. It's just x plus y equals 30 because there's 30 total guests, the number of kids, number of adults combined. So really simple, x plus y. Again, because I have x stacked on top of y, we know that we're going to use elimination for those. And I don't think I need to go through my solving process. You can pause and look if you need to. We find that y equals 20. That means that there were 20 adults. And if there were 30 total people, then you have to have 10 kids. So remember, this part right here in the little cloud is probably the most powerful component of the problem because not only did you write a system from the word problem and solve it, but you took your answers and you put it back in the context of the problem. If you did not get either of those right, maybe take a second, go through the work, see what I did, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. All right, moving on. This is very important, you guys. You are my first class to do this, so you're kind of like my tester class. If you have issues or if it's not working or you can't understand your login, please just message me and let me know. It'll be more helpful for me that way. You are going on to iExcel. Oops, sorry. You are going on to iExcel. It is a math practice website. I linked it in the document from the update. It says like iExcel instructions. To log in, your username will be your first last name 158. All lowercase letters, no spaces. And your password is 2020 for your graduating year. For example, mine would be Jennifer Laban 158, year 2020. Ms. Vanna's would be Elizabeth Vanna 158, 2020. When you get to the website, iExcel, and you log in, here's what you will see. It's going to show you that you have 2 skills suggested by your teacher. The bottom one, that's exactly what we did today. We had a word problem, you saw the system, put your answer in context. The top one, this is kind of a review from yesterday. So when you're graphing a system of equations, remember you could have one solution, infinitely many, no solution. So it's just kind of like, just to make sure that we're good from our lesson from yesterday. So that's number 1. You want to make sure that you have a SMART score of 80 or above, meaning 80% accuracy. That's what I'm going to be looking for. 80% accuracy and that you've done both of your skills here. And then also don't forget, problem solving number 3 is due by 11:59 tomorrow night. Please do not submit later than that because I'm posting my answer video the next day. Okay, it's more meaningful if you give it a try, you go through your solution processes, and then the next day you see the right answer. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope all is well. Miss you guys. If you have questions with anything, especially the iExcel, please don't hesitate to message me. See ya.